Ramat Mokhtar served with the U.S. Marines as an interpreter for 6 years during the war in Afghanistan. He immigrated to the United States on a special immigrant visa in 2016 and settled in El Cajon. In 2021, when the U.S. left the country and it fell to the Taliban, he volunteered with Afghan Evac, a coalition working to help former U.S. allied Afghans flee. Now, they're working to get Congress to pass the Afghan Adjustment Act, a bill that would provide those Afghans with permanent legal status in the U.S.
They are at the limbo right now. I think there's no pathway for them.
Mokhtar will join San Diego Congressman Scott Peters, a co-sponsor of the bipartisan Afghan Adjustment Act, at the State of the Union. Peters says America's credibility is on the line if something isn't done for the Afghans who helped the U.S.
The reason I took this up is not just because it's important to stand by our allies, which it is, but it's important to stand by our veterans who, this was their war, this was their effort, and these are the people that fought next to them and with them.
The Afghan Adjustment Act was introduced in both chambers of Congress late last year, but was unable to find a majority of support.
Frankly, it's remarkable to me that there's been adjustment acts for all the other conflicts we've had, where we've taken care of people in this kind of situation, and we haven't done it for Afghans.
There's nothing more bipartisan or nonpartisan than this issue.
Sean Van Diver is a San Diego Navy veteran who serves as president and board chair of Afghan Evac.
This issue is so important, not just to veterans of our military. It's important to our frontline civilians, folks who served in and out of uniform overseas, our aid workers, and our wartime allies, because this is about the very idea of America, about the value of America's word. When we make a promise, when we make a commitment, when we go in and we say we're going to do something, then we got to follow through.
Mokhtar says the bill would mean freedom, safety, and survival for the tens of thousands of Afghans still in limbo today.
I think the Afghan Adjustment Act for all the Afghans who made here means one thing. That means a fate, that means like a tomorrow, that means a clear future, you know?
Peters says he'll again introduce the Afghan Adjustment Act in the House this month. Andrew Dyer, KPBS News.